Oh, baby, 704 Solid Bound Show on a Thursday night, man. Everybody has seen, most of the people have seen the blueprint that the Carolina Panthers just put out. I have not seen it, so I'm going to be reviewing it and responding to it live with my co-host today, man. I'm not even going to waste any time bringing those guys in. We got my man Edge in the building, and Yogi is in here.
Bert.
Here. So, man, look, we about to get into this response. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real light. People are getting real antsy as we get closer and closer and closer to the NFL draft starting next Thursday, where we'll be live here on the Wheels and Steels, celebrating that with y'all to see who we take at 19, or if we trade back, maybe we'll take 2 people in the first round. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I love
we'll
this
trade up. No,
I love this more than anything because I have absolutely no idea what they're gonna do. You know, and so people are trying to get little tidbits by looking at these interviews, looking at these blueprints. We will touch on the Dan Morgan interview a little bit to see what we can decipher from that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the blueprint today as we respond to it live, man. Let's go.
And now everybody's talking you up. I think we all saw the Saints on the schedule and said, well, those are 2 wins. And then you find out it's the NFL and anything can happen. That last piece isn't how you handle adversity. It's not winning on the road. It's how you handle success. And that piece was a challenge for this team this year. And it was a challenge against the Saints.
It was a roller coaster ride. There is no doubt about it. And for every good win, there was a loss
flag right there.
To scratch your head.
We talked about being us, and that starts in the beginning of the week. We get a little rhythm. We get a little positivity. We got to learn how to handle that.
I was happy for Bryce as a professional.
That was him that said that.
Oh, I don't see what's so funny.
That was Loud Bryce. That was Bryce. Loud Bryce. That's I'm supposed to take you serious, Bryce, right there.
He was big mad. But like that's my point, and I feel like damn it. I feel like he even admitted himself that look, he's not really like a vocal. My bad. He's not really like like a vocal.
Did he?
Let me just cough it out. All right. He's not like
It did. He threw a pass.
You're right. My bad. But yeah, like he's not really like that vocal leader. So like I understand he's trying to become one.
Yeah.
He's, he even said himself he's more that lead by example. But I mean, this is the NFL, but you got to be a leader. Like it's just how it is. Like so, we all trashed Matt Rule when he tried to say, "I don't want my quarterback to be a leader." What the fuck do you mean? So same shit here. Like I'm not gonna try to trash him because he's trying, but like maybe put a little bass in your voice next time.
He just didn't want Cam to be a leader. But let's go.
Because I saw him be a more vocal leader. You could see a different person at quarterback.
Make mine that this guy works for CBS Sports. So yeah, I'm gonna take what he's saying with a grain of salt. Let's go.
Than you had the previous couple of years.
We have to be focused. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, it's too hard of a league for us to come in here and think we can scratch a game off the list. It doesn't work like that, myself included.
Given what he's been through, I think Bryce understands for sure there is no time to be comfortable at all. He was a Heisman Trophy winner, first overall pick, and they still put him on the bench. If that isn't a wake-up call to say, hey, look, the NFL stands for not for long. Whether you're on the top or the bottom, I think that reality definitely is something that's in the forefront of everyone's mind there.
We got to focus. We need everything. That same hunger we have when we're the underdog. Another
thing that people never really take into mind, too, is this. Somebody please cut your mic with the noise in the back. Is that I don't think we ever really took this in that Bryce got cut. Bryce got sat down on one of the worst teams in the NFL. He didn't get benched on a great team. He got benched on one of the worst teams in the league. So what does that say?
We're behind.
My thing is that when he's yelling all this to these guys, though, who's telling him that? Who's giving him that same speech? Who's yelling at him and giving him that same speech that he gonna be able to handle and not go cry to the head coach? Dan Morgan.
Well, here's the thing: that you're not allowed to yell at him. This generation they can't take being yelled at.
But bullshit. Bryce Young ain't Montana. He ain't motherfucking Brady. You got to do something before you can get in your feelings.
We need that every Sunday, no matter who we're playing, because it doesn't matter. Coach talks about that all the time. We lost versus us this whole week. We can't let that happen again. Mm-hmm. Bring it up. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Bam.
I like Bryce. He showed me a lot in terms of confidence.
All I ever hear about this dude is I like him. And it's like he's a good guy. I like him. I like his aura, whatever. It's never on the field.
The leadership. And so many times we evaluate quarterbacks on what they do, how they look.
What the hell is this?
Off-platform throws. I like to look at how the other 10 guys respond. That tells me more than anything.
It is the 62nd meeting all time between these I-85 rivals. The Panthers will try to do something it's only done twice previously. That's sweep the season series from Atlanta.
For Bryce Young, it's been really promising. Has not been perfect. We've seen plenty of good, talented quarterbacks who, when it all matters, get worse. And Bryce gets better.
I knew his caliber of his football IQ and the way he led his teammates was always going to have it in the NFL.
Young remains in the shotgun. Slot left. Here's the snap. Fake to Rico. Bryce moves the pocket, throws over the middle. Wide open, Legette dragging tacklers all the way inside the 25 to the 20-yard line.
He thrives in an opponent's territory. So the fact that that game's being played in Atlanta, the fact that they had already stepped on their throat once that season, Bryce just looks different in games like that. Like, that's when you really see him walk around. I'm like, God, that guy can hang.
Here's the snap. Bryce fakes to Rico, throws to Tet near the goal line. Tet fighting across the goal line for a Panthers touchdown. Falcons getting jumpy. Here's the snap. Here's the blitz, and Bryce is sacked. Taken down back inside the 45-yard line, and Bryce is down.
His ankle gets stepped on, and we all wondered if he was going to come back and finish the game. And the Panthers were down. And now all of a sudden, the momentum you had from Green Bay, much of it was given up with the loss to New Orleans. Now you're wondering if this thing is going to snowball again, and does the train go off the tracks? And he comes out of the game, and he's on the sideline, and Bryce waves the cart off, and he's headed toward the locker room.
The bigger thing is that if you think back to last year when he was benched, I think there were a lot of people who thought that he would wash out, that the pick was wasted, that he wouldn't be able to make it. And instead, he bounced back and proved he could play in the league and proved that he's a playmaker.
Bryce just popped out from the sideline. Bryce is going to come back in.
And he authors one of the great games by a quarterback in the history of the franchise.
Here's the snap, fake to Chuba. Bryce steps up, fires over the middle, caught by McMillan. He's got the 45, angles near side, across midfield, into Atlanta territory, and ducks out of bounds at the Falcon 30.
Not only does he go off, he breaks Cam Newton's franchise record, 448 passing yards.
The snap, fake to Rico. Young backpedal, steps up, avoids the rush, throws downfield. He's got Coker across the 40-yard line of Atlanta for a first down. Bryce the snap, time in the pocket, going deep, down the left side for Legette, makes the catch. Touchdown, Carolina. You wanted the big play. You got the big play.
That's, I think, the game where you could see what T-Mac could be, right? Because the Falcons are very accustomed to saying, well, A.J. Terrell takes wide receiver 1, and we don't have to worry about that. And T-Mac said, you're going to have to worry about that a little bit. Like, I could be something here in this league that's a little bit more dangerous.
Young looking around, looking. He'll take off and run. Now throws toward the end zone. McMillan, left corner, makes the catch. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce takes the chest high snap, looking right, throwing rides. Coker, he's open. He makes the catch. The conversion is good. It's 27-24.
I remember going into that game, the Falcons had the number 1 pass defense in football, and there was all the talk about maybe what they could do to shut down Bryce Young.
The snap, the hold by Pinion. Gonzalez kicks it away. It is up, and it's good. We're tied at 27, and we've got overtime. Carolina with the football. All they need is a field goal. Young the snap, has time. Throws to Tremble, makes the catch at the 35, stiff arm 40, has room, there goes Tommy, down the right sideline across midfield, he's got the 30, the 20, Tommy Tremble with the thunder!
What you're seeing is the manifestation of what it is that made him the first pick in the draft, and also a level of toughness, that he's not a guy that's going to let the bad stuff drag him down, and his ability to bounce back and have a game like that, I think, is a great example.
JJ the snap, Martin puts it down, Fitzgerald swings the leg, the kick is good, and the Panthers walk it off in overtime again in Atlanta.
He looked like Alabama Bryce Young, and I'll forever remember that memory of him limping to the podium after the game.
It's just resilience. Coach does a great job of setting that standard. No matter what, we're on to the next play. He talks about refocusing all the time. We have to refocus from good, from bad, from adversity, whatever it is. And I'm just so proud of this group. Everyone's excited for the next play. Everyone always has faith, believes in each other. And we're able to do that today. So that was great, and we have to continue to be resilient.
That's it.
It's funny how they keep talking about Alabama Bryce. Well, when are we going to see Carolina Bryce?
We've already seen him.
No, for 17 full games without being hurt, without being benched. When are we going to see that? When are we going to see the Bryce that actually can get over adversity and play through adversity without fumbling? Like, when are we going to see that? When is he actually going to put the game on his back and actually win it?
What was the purpose of this?
I think that was obviously only like a part of like the full thing that's yet to come out, I guess. I thought that was, or not thought, but I just assumed that was like a preview, whatever you want to call it, of like the whole joint that'll come out at some point here soon. Because there's no way that was the whole thing.
Yeah, but no, they were just saying, they were just basically just showing that he went down, came back from adversity, and did
little Atlanta run.
We already know this. Well, I mean, why are they showing us this?
I mean, I guess it's just a little behind the scenes, everybody's opinions and shit like that. I guess that was the main point. That's usually what these blueprints are. It's just kind of supposed to be like inside looks and whatnot. But I guess, again, just not trying to be, beating a dead horse or being a dick to our quarterback. It's just, for me, it's just, again, I'm going to keep saying the same shit. I'm just waiting for this to be consistent. Like, play, like, and again, do you need to go out there and break, a passing record week in, week out? Of course not. But respectfully, like, is it wrong of me to say, like, but I do need you to throw for more than $190 or so a game? Like, You need to be
They're
in
not.
the like 250 plus, 275 plus. In my mind, like we're about to put these weapons, if not the, let me rephrase that. We're about to put another weapon around you. I'm assuming I'm starting to feel like, are we about to draft a receiver at 19? Like, shit,
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, hell, even Sadiq, I wouldn't be mad at. Are we? I guess let me put it this way: are we about to put another weapon around him? Like, all right, so cool. Like, we're putting all this stuff around you. We all expect the defense to be better. Like, all right, cool. So, like, I expect Bryce now to shut me the hell up and start balling out. Like, it's year 4, bro. Like, I hope you do it. Like, I really do.
Well, that Atlanta game was supposed to be the y'all need to shut the hell up and put some respect on my name type game. That's basically what that game was.
We got Claire in here, yo.
So,
what's going on, Claire?
Oh, not much.
How's the new laptop?
Smooth right now.
I'm gonna say on that new joint.
Now that it's not,
She on that new.
It fucking needed it because the other thing was just, it was done. It was done. Very done. So, had to get another one. Oh, well. But no, it's running smooth so far now that it's done doing every single update it can known to man. But, that's what takes so long.
I'm going to say this right here.
What up?
That blueprint was bullshit. It was completely
I didn't even watch
unneeded.
it.
It was unneeded. It was not necessary. It was 7 minutes. I didn't know it was that long, that short.
I mean,
like I said, that's clear. I don't think that's the whole thing. I think it's just like a preview of what's to come.
Don't even put that out. It's like they throwing hot noodles on the wall to see if that shit gonna stick, man.
I mean,
that was dumb. That meant nothing. We already know about all those moments.
Unless y'all have done it, I think the Dan Morgan interview is probably a lot more fun.
That's what I'm getting ready to click to now, man.
Because holy shit,
gotta be better than this.
Oh, you haven't heard?
I've heard. I went through some of it, but I heard about what he said about Bryce, though.
Oh yeah.
I had to rewind for that. My antennas was all the way up when he said that.
Fuck a rewind. I was over here like, did we swap out Dan Morgan with an Android Dan Morgan? Because this is not the same Dan Morgan from 3 weeks ago.
But is it a smoke screen, though? I mean, is he just saying shit, or
but
or is it gonna be
I
real
don't think you
competition in
can't.
there?
We can't. There's no way you are smoke screening it to the point where you are willing to put that out there. Like, really?
I'm saying, if you're gonna do it, then do it. Let's go.
Go for it.
Good to see everyone. Before we get to questions,
Oh, yeah, he thanked a lot of
just want to
nobodies,
take a
so-
moment to we're in a good spot right now. A walk outside with we're certainly excited where we're headed, the direction that we're headed as a franchise and as an organization. So with that, I'll open it up to any questions.
Dan, how different of an exercise is this for you guys from where you were picking at 8 and then when you were picking at 33 entering day 1 of the draft the last 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little different picking, on the back half of the first round. But it's really no different in terms of the process. I mean, we're going to be ready for any and all scenarios that present themselves. You don't know what guy's going to fall. A lot of things can happen unexpected. So we just got to be ready for any and all scenarios. And that's what we've been doing in the draft room every single day, is just planning for that and getting ready.
I know we've asked you a lot about NIL and its impact on the draft, but how much do you weigh the age and potential second contract situation with the first round pick, as well as injuries to especially notable ones entering Thursday?
Yeah, I think you definitely have to weigh it. I think it's definitely part of the evaluation process, but I also don't think it's everything, and it doesn't, take a guy out of the running because maybe he's 25, 26 years old. So, yeah, it's definitely something that we, weigh in, but it's not everything.
In January, you said you guys were going to pick up Bryce's 5th year. Will you wait and do that after the draft, or what's the timeline for that?
Yeah. We'll once the draft's over, we'll definitely get that going.
You guys have kind of done that the last few years, Icky, JC. If you know you're going to do it, why wait? Just from like the standpoint of, hey, you've made a decision already.
Well, I think obviously the player's not in the building yet, so once Bryce gets in the building and We're busy with the draft. It's off season, so we'll get that done as soon as he gets back in the building.
Dan, the other week at the owners' meetings, Dave said something about at 19, he doesn't think you can necessarily draft for depth. What does that mean to you?
I think, I understand what Coach is saying in terms of, obviously you want your first round pick to be able to come in and contribute immediately. So yeah, I'm kind of with him on that. You want your first round pick to play, but there's different scenarios to where, maybe it takes a guy a little longer to develop. And he may not contribute right away, but with some of the picks at different positions, it may take, a little longer for those guys to develop for sure.
Did in free agency, do you think that narrowed your focus positionally for 19, or does it?
No, I think if anything, I think it opens us up to a lot of possibilities at pick 19. I think all positions are on the table, and like I said before, like you never know who's going to fall down to us. So I think we're definitely in the best player available mindset. So yeah, I think what we did in free agency definitely set us up to do that.
Dan, obviously with your decision to eventually pick up Bryce Young's fifth-year option, this is a really important year for Bryce and for this offense. How much of a priority is it to get an extra playmaker on offense for him specifically?
I think, every year is important for everybody, including myself. We want to win. We're all committed to winning. I think, Bryce is no different. Myself is no different. We all are committed to winning. We all want to win. That's the ultimate goal, is to win a Super Bowl, bring a championship back here to Charlotte. In terms of playmakers, yeah, of course, we always want to add as many playmakers as you can on both sides of the ball, not just, a receiver. So I think, when we talk about the type of guys that we want to bring in here, we want guys that make plays, whether it's a DB taking the ball away or it's a receiver, running back scoring touchdowns. We want guys that are going to come in here and be playmakers.
I've heard you and Dave reference really wanting to know more about a player's story in addition to all of the facts and figures and stats. When did you adopt that as a priority in this process?
I think really us getting to know guys, myself, Coach Canales, Brant, our scouting staff, like when we're talking through guys, I feel like if you're going to miss on a guy, you're going to miss because you don't know the guy. You don't know what he's about from a personal character standpoint, and you don't know what he's about from a football standpoint. So we want to find out as much as we can about these guys as possible, understand how passionate they are about the game, what they do, what they like to do away from the game, like where are they spending their time away from the facility. So I think all aspects of the player, we just want to get as much information as possible.
To follow up on that, the kind of the why of each player, how important is that when you're scouting quarterbacks? I know you brought up wanting to have a developmental quarterback. In scouting these guys during the process, how important is it to understand what makes them tick and how they can do that backup or third string job for a company?
Yeah, I think, when you're a backup or, even like a third string guy, I think those type of guys that you want to bring in are guys that are going to support Bryce and guys that also are competitors and they want to try to take Bryce's job, per se. So we want guys that are very supportive as teammates, but we also want guys, that are going to come in and they want to compete and they want to be great.
Talked to Brand, talked about the three phases of building a team. I think he said building, contending,
and they want to try to take Bryce job. Yeah, I think when you're a backup or even like a third string guy, I think those type of guys that you want to bring in are guys that are going to support Bryce and guys that also are competitors and they want to try to take Bryce's job, per se. So we want guys that are very supportive as teammates, but we also want guys, that are going to come in and they want to compete and they want to be great.
Talked to Brand, talked about the three phases of building a team. I think he said building, contending.
See, when he says that, I just don't buy that. That was a lie. Because all the guys that had to back up Bryce was Jack Plummer, Red Rifle. Well, you just brought Kenny Pickett in. Who else backed Bryce up? Supposedly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here trying to think. I'm like, wait a minute.
You never brought you tried to make it seem like this is something that you guys have always done. No, you haven't. No, you have not. You never brought anybody in that building that made that dude cause the pause a little bit, not even a little bit.
But what if we are starting to see the beginnings of certain people's leashes being held tighter, shall we say?
No, I agree with that. I'm just saying that he said he makes it seem like that's something that's hear him again. That's something we've always done.
And guys that also are competitors and they want to try to take Bryce's job, per se. So we want guys.
Now, if he was gonna say, look, that's what we want now, it would make more sense. Don't make it seem like that's what we always wanted, because you guys never actually went out and got a guy like that.
That
but
are very supportive as teammates, but we also want guys, that are going to come in and they want to compete and they want to be great.
Talked about the 3 phases of building a team. I think he said building, contend.
Well, see, this is my only thing, and I'll leave it alone. Claire, if we asked all those quarterbacks that he brought in, right? If we was to ask them all individual, do you really think he brought y'all in here to compete with him? What would they say?
I'm sure every single one of them would answer
They'd be
honestly
like,
and say no.
Yeah, I was never given that chance. Yeah, man, I hardly ever even ran with the ones. So,
Sustaining. Said he felt like you guys are in between building and contending. How do you quantify that? And then how?
I thought that was an excellent question. So she said somebody came to the conclusion that we're between building and what though?
I think contending. I could be wrong.
And contending.
I would just.
I think that
contending.
is exactly how we should be described, bro. We're still building and we're contending now. Before it was just building, there was no contending at all. And I think he kind of nudged against that.
Sustaining. Said he felt like you guys are in between building and contending. How do you quantify that? And then how, as you approach the draft, how do you look to move from building to contending?
I mean, I think, our goal every year is to be a contender. That's the ultimate goal.
Lies. Stop right there. Lies.
It's the ultimate goal. It's just, you know how shit goes.
Hey,
how
man,
shit
lies,
goes.
man. You ain't. Hey, look, that ain't your goal when you're going five wins every year. Come on, cut it, lies, man. Just all I want, Dan Morgan, every now and then is just speak from the heart, man. It's okay to say people's trash.
But this is my point, because I was getting my throat come out for the same kind of thing as I was talking about expectations, because obviously now, because of what we did this year, we should expect to build off that and go even further. So same shit here. Like, it's the same shit. You expect, or the goals are obviously much higher, and obviously the results just were shit.
Lies.
I mean, like I said, everybody has aspirations. Just sometimes you fall a little short.
Yeah, man. Like a little. Come on, man. Five wins.
Or I guess in our case, really short, because 5 wins is not
How many
cutting
wins
it.
we get? What's the most wins we got under Matt Rule for 5? Frank Reich 5. When we brought in Canales, how many did he get in his first year? Was 6, 5, 6, something like that. Second year, 7. But this past year, 8. Lies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're all here because
She gave him the perfect segue.
We
She
want to
said,
win. We all want to win.
"You
We're
guys
passionate
are
about
building, and now you're starting to contend." He should have just rolled with it.
this team and this organization. So in terms of the building part, like, yeah, we're building a team, we're putting a team together, but the ultimate goal is for us to all compete at a high level, everybody to give their best every single day. And that's towards the ultimate goal, which is to win a championship.
Would you say you guys are still in the building phase, or would you agree with his assessment?
I would say we're in the phase to where we're continuing to add good players and competing. You know, I think
He just completely dodged that question. She asked him two. She said this or that, and then he just went with a whole. I'm gonna answer how I want to.
we have a locker room full of championship.
Would you say you guys are still in the building phase?
Are
or
you
would
in the
agree
building
with his
phase?
assessment?
I would say we're in the phase to where we're continuing to add good players and competing. You know, I think we have a locker room full of competitive guys that are hungry to win. We're hungry to win upstairs, downstairs, around the building. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to box us into we're building this thing. Yeah, we're always going to be building this thing, but make no mistake, like we're in the mindset of going out there competing.
He said, "I'm not going to be boxed into building this thing." And yeah, we're still building this thing. Damn, Morgan, man. It's okay, bro, to say we've been bad. You don't have to make a bad team sound good in the past. It's okay, man. He's acting like they asking him questions to trap him or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't say we're not in a building phase and then, the goal every year is to build. He's acting like these people are hitting him with gotcha questions.
He's doing like the PR answers. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what we're tired of. Look, man, that's why I love, you remember people said, oh, what the head coach for the Detroit Lions, when he came up there, and they was like, oh, man, he was too aggressive when he first became the coach or whatever. Hey, look, man, but he was telling you the truth. Everybody don't want the monotone dude that's good up here and like, I ain't telling them shit. Every damn time, bro.
Box us into we're building this thing. Yeah, we're always going to be building this thing, but
you're boxed into it.
Like we're in the mindset of going out there competing to not just compete but to win championships.
No shit. Joe Gilbert had a lot of the offensive tackle pro days. Yeah, some of the big names. How big a priority is that position, specifically at 19?
Yeah, we send position coaches, not just Joe Gilbert, to different pro days. So it's not like, hey, we're just going to see all these offensive linemen. We're taking an offensive lineman at 19 or 51. So yeah, I think the big thing is to, again, going back to what I said to Mike earlier, we want to get to know these guys as much as possible. So as much exposure as we can have, with, whether it's a tackle, whether it's a edge rusher or linebacker, like we want to get close to these guys. We want to get to know them, not only as players, but as people as well.
And it feels like every year, each draft kind of takes on a different personality, like whether it's a quarterback year, pass rusher year, old, young, just as you've gotten further and further into the evaluation, what is your biggest takeaway about this class?
I think there's some guys in this class that we're really excited about. And I think, that goes from first round all the way down to sixth round. We don't have a seventh rounder this year. So, I think it's our job to pinpoint exactly in those rounds who we have conviction on, who was our type of guy that fits our scheme, but is also going to fit our culture, fit in our locker room. And, again, have that same type of passion that we've been talking about.
And you guys had to release Ashawn to open up cap space. He was a pretty big part of that defensive front. How do you feel about that group? But also, how do you feel about the group in the draft at that 3-tech, 5-tech?
Yeah, the Ashawn, great dude, great leader. We'll definitely miss him around here. It's definitely just part of the business. But, in terms of the defensive tackle class, I feel pretty good about it. I think it's a little top heavy. But I do think there's guys that we that we like, that we've kind of pinpointed that we like. So I think if the opportunity arises, we would definitely add competition and depth there, just like every other position.
My fault. I think when he says that, but I think when he says that the competition on DT is top heavy, I believe he's trying to tell us that he ain't picking one of those up soon. Did y'all grab that from that?
I mean, I'm just saying he's more like the maybe the disparity between talent and top heavy, but then who's to say we don't take one at 19? No, I'm just playing. I have no idea what we're gonna do at 19 at this point.
I don't either. I really
Which
don't.
is crazy because I feel like last year I was like 100%. I'm like, I really hope it's T-Mac, but I don't think it's gonna be. And then I was pretty damn happy when it happened. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty lost this year.
We're
definitely going.
Luckily, I have Brant's really good at that, and myself and him and Coach Canales collaborating. We'll figure a way.
You've moved up and down the board in both drafts. This is a draft where a lot of teams have multiple first-round picks, multiple second-round picks. Does that make it easier to have those draft trade conversations, or does it make it so that maybe you kind of can figure out what other teams are doing from the standpoint of double dipping and moving around?
I know we don't really look at it like that. Like we're,
this dude is
even
putting
if
me
a
to
team
sleep,
has,
man.
1 second-round pick, it doesn't matter. Like we're always going to be watching our board, seeing guys fall off the board, and as they fall off the board, if we feel like we need to make a move because maybe there's one person at a position that we really like.
I would never send Dan Morgan for no inspirational speech anywhere.
Like we need to make a move at that time.
But what's funny is as we're sitting here, I was just thinking, I was like, and to think that this was a crazy middle linebacker, bro.
No, I think
it's like
with anything we're gonna.
So I don't know, when he retired, he took some pills to turn it off because it's like I would not want to hear this dude before a game.
My man's just he does something that's got him real chill.
Face, man. It's like, man, that's all you got, bro.
Chill as a cucumber, man. Chill as a cucumber.
I met up with Ray and Claire today for lunch. Crab cakes.
Take the best player. So if the best player we feel is that at 19, I wouldn't hesitate to draft another wideout. I don't think there's a rule that says you can't draft a wide receiver 3 years in a row. So I'm not really going to, I'm not going to box us in and say we're not going to draft one.
I think you've had several in the building. What do you think of that group?
I think it's a good group. I think receiver, I think with all the 7-on-7 camps and kids growing up, like I feel like every year there's like
you're right, bro. This is making me tired of shit.
Talented guys.
my God.
You can tell
he is monotone as shit. So imagine listening to this interview in the car on a busy highway.
Yeah. But on the flip side though, he did bring up some good points. He did bring up some good points. Talked about every position is freaking up. Every position is up, especially for quarterback. Brought that up. Yes, I know we did not bring any competition, but I mean, on the top 30 drafts, on top 30 visits, man, we did look at 2 or 3 quarterbacks already. So not saying they're gonna,
but don't tell us do it. Do it. Don't talk about it. Do it.
I get that, but here's the thing: the last time he said, we're actually gonna talk about and be about it, instead of getting freaking a defensive player in the first round last year, we got Ted. Not mad at that, but everybody was all hyped up like, yeah, that's gonna be the guy. Walker's gonna be the guy. Walker's gonna be that. Ted McMillan, what? This was not that was nobody's big card at all.
All we did was pick up the rookie of the year. So yeah, that worked out.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it worked out. I give that it worked. I get that it worked
I
out.
figured it was going to be Walker the whole time. I figured it just would have sounded like it and it made sense. But the whole time I'm like, man, I really like T-Mac. He reminds me so much of Mike Evans and shit. And it's just like Mike Evans gave us problems for years, and it's just like this dude could. Like, I like this cat. Like, this is the type of receiver that I wish we would finally draft. And dang, I was happy as shit. But anyway,
I mean, don't get twisted. I was upset for like
I was
maybe a
happy
day,
too.
but after I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? That was a good pick. I'm fine with that. And what we did in the next 4 rounds, I was happy. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that.
yeah,
You know?
I really. Obviously, it's a rookie year, and I get that, and everything can change because I mean, we saw what happened with Kelvin Benjamin's ass. So I mean, you know,
Hey, it ain't gonna be no Kelvin Benjamin slander on
no,
this.
I mean, hey, I mean, where was he from again, Twin?
Florida State.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah. What you laughing at? I mean,
my guy,
He had 1,200 yards in his rookie year. What are you laughing at?
No, he didn't have 1,200 yards. But listen,
He had 1,200 yards in his
no,
rookie
he had
year.
he had what? Kelvin Benjamin?
Yes.
Nah, it was just over 1,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 1,000.
It was well over 1,000.
Nah, you can fact check that right quick because that's I feel like that's something that would stick out to me. I think it was just over 1,000.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm dying. Hey, at least it'll go faster now with the new laptop and look this shit up.
But with that being said, like I know them Bowberry biscuits are slamming, but my guy just could not stop.
Hey man, the Bowberry biscuits, man, they get you.
Believe me, every time I come down there, I get them. But luckily, I live up here.
Okay, so KB's, so his rookie stats: 73 receptions, 1,008 yards, 9 touchdowns, 145 targets.
Well, goddamn, fucking team that beat him by like what, 2 or 3 yards?
I don't know. Yeah, he had 1,008 yards.
Yeah, so just imagine how many more yards he could have had.
Exactly.
Had he put the biscuit down, Twan. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, Ray. Stop.
Florida State.
Oh my God.
Florida State has fucking bomb. Fucking Florida State bomb.
Christ.
Hey.
Miami wide receivers would never. Miami wide receivers would never.
I know. That's because y'all was never in the playoffs and none of that shit. No bowl games.
No. I'm talking about all the oldies. They might, you know.
All right, let's move off that shit.
Mike Irvin's a little crazy, but you know, besides that.
Well, we all know Mike Irvin is on a snowman, so it's all good.
Mike Irvin.
Claire, I left it alone.
I know. I heard you. I know.
I was just beating him to the punch. That's about the only thing. Anyway, so yeah, Dan Morgan, bro. Yeah, he yeah.
Yeah, well, right now, what he needs to do is be about it. I mean, if you're gonna pick up freaking guys at certain positions, go ahead and do that. You think about if you're really serious about having a quarterback support Bryce, but also have a quarterback to come into where he can actually take his job, then go ahead and do it. Don't just say about it, be about it. Bring somebody in that will actually do it. Don't bring in some guy who's like 50 years old.
What's the word we learned in high school? That's poppycock. They ain't bringing nobody in to compete with that dude.
I mean,
well, right now, everybody's leash is a little tight now.
Right?
Everybody's leash
like it is. I'm just saying. I feel like it probably is a lot tighter than we are thinking it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
just for references.
What do you say?
No, it's not even references. I think everybody who is on that staff. Morgan, Canales, probably not Brant, but
Isaac is definitely tight right now, and all he's doing is freaking calling plays. All he's doing is calling plays. If he fails the first 6 games.
All right, let's go with monotone.
Class of wideouts, and I think you'll continue to see it that way. Yeah, I think tight ends. I think there's a couple guys that are talented guys. I do think, there's some depth in the later rounds as well. So
I'm gonna tell you, look. They're only looking at Sadiq and old boy with Vanderbilt.
Eli Stowers.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that later round is a smoke screen.
Again, if they're the best player at a certain point, we wouldn't hesitate.
Dan, you've had a couple quarterbacks come on 30 visits this offseason. Is that a product of evaluating them from a skill position perspective, from seeing if they're a cultural fit? Are you looking to draft a quarterback in a later round? Can you kind of just take me through your...
Yeah, I think like
the only thing I don't like that Dan Morgan is doing, he's not saying the best player that's going to fit what we're doing. I mean, just getting the best available player, and if they don't fit what we're doing, it's dumb.
Those guys in and bringing any guy that we bring in on a 30 visit, it could be for medical. It can be because we just want to get to know them a little better. We want to see
Nick Tri-City,
how smart they are, if they can handle, a big playbook, and be able to retain it. So there's different reasons that we bring guys in for 30 visits, but usually it's just to, get to know the guys better and just figure them out a little more.
And going back to your tight end room, what are you looking for specifically in this draft to kind of mesh with those guys already in the room?
He's not going to tell you that.
I feel good about our tight end room. There's a lot of guys in that room that are still developing. There's guys that have been here and we know who they are, and they bring a skill set that we really like. Again, like at every position, we're just looking for guys that fit, what we do schematically, and fit with our culture. So I don't know that we're looking for any, to answer your question, like any specific like skill set. We're just looking for players at all positions that can just make plays and really contribute to our team and our locker room.
What's your outlook on the nickel position, big nickel or just your base set, but also the post position in your defense?
Yeah. I think those are areas that we've talked about, and we do have some guys that we like that have played and showed they can play at that. But again, I'm going to keep repeating myself. Like if, the opportunity arises and there's a post safety that we like, then great. We take a post safety. If there's a nickel that we really like, then at a certain point, then yeah, we'll do that as well. So I'm really, myself and my staff and Coach Canales, like we're all open to just drafting the best players that are on the board at the current moment.
To follow up on that, I know the pick comes down to you, but there are premium positions and there are non-premium positions. Do you feel like if there's a safety there or a tight end that falls and they are the best player on your board, that you feel comfortable given?
He's already said that. He said yes.
All that stuff, that you're willing to make a pick there?
Yeah, I mean, those are all things that we talk through, and we discuss it, and everybody has a voice in the room, and everybody gives their opinions. Yes, ultimately, I'm gonna have to make the decision, but at the end of the day, it's a collaborative effort. We're all talking through all these scenarios, all the value. Those are all things we understand, and again, we wouldn't hesitate to take a guy if we feel he's the best player.
With where you are and heading into year 3, do you think you'd be more inclined to move back, collect picks, or go up for a guy?
He's not going to tell you that.
I think we philosophically, we have an open-minded mindset. So again, like we're open to anything, whether it's moving back, whether it's moving up. If we
all right, man, look, I think the questions are predictable now. See, got Edge, Claire, Tri-State with Nick. What's going on, bro?
Yo,
come on here.
What's good?
What's good?
What's goody, y'all? How y'all doing?
Let's see what else.
I mean, we're just talking about the
bro.
interview.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Why do you say we should be looking
Me.
at
I
Oscar
want
Delp?
both. I want both.
Why do you think we should be looking at Oscar Delp?
We better trade back, bro. They talk about this is gonna be a historical draft for trade backs. We better be one of those teams.
And trade
Okay,
back
I'm gonna
and
try
get
this.
what?
I'm gonna try this one more time. Why did you say you think we should get Oscar Delp?
Oh, I'm just saying, like, as far as I didn't say we should get the Oscar Delp. You said there should only be 2 tight ends they're looking at,
Yeah.
Sadiq and Stowers. I'm throwing Delp's name in there too. His acceleration, his burst is what we need. We need a yak guy.
Yeah, you're gonna get all of that in Sadiq. He'll be there. I'm
Sadiq
already
is very
calling it.
straight. Sadiq is very straight line speed though. His
He'll
agility
leave
isn't
your ass
like
where you are though.
he
Listen,
doesn't have. Yeah, but he's not. He's not known for like cutting and stuff. You know what I mean? He's just kind of just straight line speed.
who's the high drive? Who is the highest status right now? Him or Delp? It's him.
I mean, sure, Twan, but all I'm saying is you can't put all your eggs in one basket with Sadiq.
Nobody's doing that.
If you're talking Sadiq or Stowers, that means you got to invest the first or second in a tight end.
If Sadiq falls to 19, they are definitely taking him there. I'm calling that shit
I
already.
feel you. I agree with you. I agree with you. If Sadiq is there at 19, they are going to take him. I 100% agree with you on that. 100% agree. But I'm just saying there are other options as well.
What other options are y'all looking at?
There's Delp.
That's
There's
it.
Max
That's it.
Clare.
Oregon?
There's Max Clare. There's Delp. There's Stowers. There's
There's
Sam Roush from Stanford.
yeah, there's Jolly, there's
I know.
Gillenborg,
Johnny out of NC
Gillenborg.
State.
Fucking they're freaking the two
Dillenburg in the last round.
Let's be real. Sadiq is not going to be there. He's not.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he
No,
is.
he's not. No, he's not.
Baltimore needs him. Baltimore needs him more than we need him.
You're coming in
Yeah, bro.
staticky as hell, Edge.
No.
I don't. There's always, in my opinion, for Sadiq, there's going to be an avenue where there's a possibility where he is not going to be there. So anyone saying that it's wide open and he's going to be there when we pick at 19, I'm sorry, but respectfully, there's still a lot of avenues where he could end up not there at 19.
Yeah, I mean, and I agree with that because we don't know what's going to happen. But like, what I do is I dissect. I've looked at some past mocks. I look at the mocks that we do. I look at each team, what they need. You know what I'm saying? And as you're going down, then I listen to whatever interviews that they're doing or whatever. The main thing I mean, it could be a smoke screen. The main thing that the Ravens are discussing, they're not talking about taking a tight end in the first round. Go listen. Go to YouTube and listen to them when they're talking about the draft. They're not even bringing up tight end.
Well, and maybe they're not, but they're not the only team. They're not the only
but
team.
my thing is, I'm just not openly saying Sadiq. I'm studying what other teams need.
I mean, and that's fair, but I think we're just going to have to have.
I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting it.
You're manifesting wanting Sadiq here.
I wanted him to come here. I'm not gonna say, man, he ain't gonna make it to us or whatever. We don't know that shit. We don't know nothing about this draft.
I mean, me personally,
You're right. We don't know that, Tom.
I'm borderline indifferent if he comes here or not. If he does, cool. If he doesn't, oh well. I mean, I'm like, it's just looking at his stats. I have watched tape of him. He does, he can go vertical. He can go get the ball. I'm not.
Yeah, he's good straight line speed, AC. But as far as like cutting and stuff and being able to route people up, and
that's kind of
he doesn't have the hips for all that. There's some flaws there. There are some flaws there.
My God, though. So how? Look, so.
Yeah, he does got some flaws there.
It's some things that they do in the NFL called what's it called? Y'all help me out. What is it? Y'all gonna pretend like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all pretend like y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
Twan, we know you're
I'm
being
just waiting for you. I'm just waiting
for
for you to
real.
say because you're doing a build up sarcastically. So what is
For
it?
real.
Yeah, I'm doing
Being
this
sarcastic.
I know you are. So I'm just
That-
waiting for
and
you
that's
to
why
say it.
we wasn't falling for that.
Are you trying to say what? Because that's what coaching is about. That's what developing is about. Is that what you're trying to hint at?
It's the word developing, bro.
I
Like
mean,
they're gonna say, "Oh, we saw a flaw in what you did in college. Oh, we can't fix it."
well, there's some
I mean, of
flaws.
course, there are flaws
Some
that can be
flaws
fixed.
currently in our quarterback that still have yet to be fixed. So I'm just saying.
Many flaws.
So I mean, developing wise, okay. I mean, okay. I'm
Look,
just
man, I'm
not.
gonna be honest with you. I'm out on Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble is good for 2 plays a season. He's gonna give you 2 good plays. That's it. He's no good for the rest of the season. Sanders, I feel like he'll give you at least 2 touchdowns a season. He'll
That
catch a
dude just
couple
needs to
passes,
stay
and then
freaking
he'll get
healthy.
hurted. And then he'll get hurt at some point.
Yeah,
Evans,
he needs
they're
to stay
still trying to
healthy.
figure out what Evans is and when they want to bring him in. But to me, he's been the more consistent tight end out of them. But they don't want him to be the man. Man, they look, bro. And then when you bring in a guy like Sadiq, he's not just a tight end. One of them dudes is gonna have to walk. I think it's gonna be Tremble. And go from there.
Okay.
They ain't keeping no 4 tight ends.
Okay. So
I agree. I mean,
okay. So
But look, even if we don't get Sadiq, I think they're gonna still get a tight end.
yeah.
Yeah, we are. But here's the thing. I'm gonna keep saying. You know, if we do want to get Sadiq, since all these Bryce fans want us to get Sadiq so bad, okay, how many targets are you expecting him to get per game? 1, 2 targets a game? Because we all know T-Max is getting 8+ targets
I
a
just
game.
know that. Yeah, I
And
know that guy.
and we all know Coker's getting 5+ catches, 5+ targets a game, and we all know that XL is going to get about 1 or 2. So is Sadiq going to also get about
And that's dumb.
1 or
That's
2?
dumb.
One
It's
or 2
about
catches a game?
it's about what Sadiq can do when he comes to our team, though. It's about
Okay.
what Sadiq and Tedoroy can do for each other. You know what I'm saying? You're not. His teams can no longer zone in on one player or whatever. One of the things that we saw a lot with Canales last year is he had our wide receivers all stopping around the same point of their routes and cutting towards each other and all that shit. He didn't have guys going on different lengths of the route. You know?
Okay. I get that.
I think what my guess is that Sadiq can make Tedoroy even more dangerous.
How?
Because of the attention that they're gonna both draw. I mean, you can't. I mean, look, you have to pick your poison when them dudes go out, and still Coker's still gonna be going out there, right?
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not putting a lot of stock in XL this year, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Coker's going to get his, but here's the thing, though: it's cheaper to cut Coker than keep him. It's a lot cheaper to cut him than keep him.
That's going into another discussion. I mean, I'm not talking about his money and that like that right now. I'm talking about the success of what they're going to draw off of each other.
Okay. And is Brad isn't going to pull up plays for them to be successful like that for where the defense is going to have to make points.
That's what we don't know yet.
Okay, so if Canales couldn't do it last season, what makes you think Brad is going to do it this season with the same exact
playbook?
Man.
I don't know what this new offensive coordinator is going to do. But the dude that's next to him, Bevel, that's going to be next to him, is who I do care about.
Okay.
Yeah, Bevel's the guy.
I don't
Bevel's
see
like,
it's
Izig, but it's gonna be Bevel.
The whole year. Yeah, Bevel is going to take over, bro.
I don't think maybe he'll take over, but he's gonna have a real big say in it. Like it's gonna be real combo of them both. I think that's the real reason why.
When you say that, listen to this. So, would this be his first year as OC ever in the NFL? Do you think he's gonna go out there with his balls big and try to hold his own balls, or do you think he's gonna turn around for advice on most of those plays? He's gonna turn around for advice.
Yeah, for sure. And I think from what it's looking like, at least, obviously I could be wrong. It's looking like a real comfortability situation. I think Canales is really stepping down to let Idzik flourish, but also Bevel being kind of like that OG presence. Like he was with him in Seattle. He's had success back in different decades. Been interim head coaches for teams, multiple teams. So teams clearly saw that type of uh capability, responsibility wise. Like he could be an interim coach, but like he's been around forever. So I think it's gonna be a combination of both. It's just Idzik's gonna be the OC, you know what I mean? So he's gonna get most of the credit.
Yeah,
But he
the
has
official.
mean ties. Like his father was a GM in the NFL, if I'm not
I don't care
mistaken.
who gets
Like,
the credit as long as it's
Yeah,
going great.
Nick, he was a GM for the Jets.
yeah. So like his father got ties to the league. Like it's in his family type shit. So like who knows? He's still young, right? What is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
28, 27,
No,
28.
no, he's not 28. He's not
I
28.
mean,
He's
no,
older
no,
than
no,
that. He's in
no,
his
look,
30s, but like he
30,
might be 35. Yeah,
Who
like
about?
that's still young
It's
in
like
Y'all
coaching
really want a
terms. 35 is
20-year-old
young in
calling your
coaching
plays,
terms.
bro?
Huh?
Y'all really want a 20-year-old calling plays on an NFL
Well,
team?
he's
This
not
ain't
he's not
fucking
20,
Madden.
bro.
I'm not saying I'm not calling, bro. Okay, look, bro. We're not calling it that. All right, he played his way through college,
34
and
years
then
old. He's 34 years old, bro.
Yeah, he's 34. He'll be
Yeah.
well. He'll be 35 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed said he was 20 something.
That's
So
that. Just, no offense.
well,
Ignore Edge.
he got that baby face. He'll be all right.
Not really. But
27,
okay.
28 is crazy. Like if we had a
To be
27,
calling
28
plays
year
for
old as an OC, he'd be considered like a prodigy.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to see what they do and how they do it. And
Navarre.
we're gonna pick.
Right, whatever they do, if it makes sense, I'm gonna be happy as hell. Said Trip Bunch, he said if we pull another DJ Johnson, yeah, then I'll be pissed off. I'll be mad as hell.
We might.
Yeah, I don't want to see us go from doing something great and then the very next year you pull a dud.
I feel you on the Sadiq stuff, Twan. I wanted to make one quick thing. What about this as an alternative though? Right? You draft, maybe you trade back and you get a KC or a Omar Cooper, and then at the end of the draft and stuff, you sign David Njoku. I don't know if you saw that mock draft I put in the Discord earlier. I said
Yeah,
if we do
I'm
that,
not big on
if we do
Njoku.
that, what with Njoku? What?
Yeah,
That
I'm
team
not
would be
big on.
disgusting. Kilgore and Thieneman, we'd have a Legion of Boom with Kilgore and Thieneman, adding them to the secondary, and then Golday next to Devin Lloyd. Psh,
I mean, we're getting even better on defense when we do that, but damn, bro, like we really got to get some offensive parts too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you get a KC or a Cooper in the first, and then you sign Njoku.
I don't want
That's a
Njoku.
very viable offense now. You're looking at a pretty nice offense now.
Well, Njoku's been okay with Cleveland. He's been okay. Hasn't been the greatest. But he's
Njoku,
been
the thing with him is we have a deep tight end. The only question with Njoku is his health. When he's on the field, he's productive.
okay. And so
He
is Sanders.
provides a different dynamic for us when he's on the field.
How y'all feel about Njoku?
I mean, and so
Yeah,
does
bro, why
Sanders.
not?
And so does
Why
Sanders,
not?
but
A little 1-2 year deal. He's not that old. He's like 28, 29. You're catching him toward like the prime of his career, maybe, and he hasn't played them. Maybe he got a couple good years left in him. Or you can get, or on the flip side, you can get Sadiq in the first, and then you don't draft a receiver, and then you sign like y'all don't like to hear it. I'd like it. I'd like to get Debo Samuel on like a 1 year like prove it kind of deal.
I
Like if he
wouldn't be mad
eats,
at
he
that.
can go back on the market and get his contract. That's cool. We just need him for 1 year.
1 year to do what exactly?
I mean, he'll provide a dynamic where his run out, because even after last year in a down year with Jaden Daniels out, he was 6th in the league for wide receivers and yards after the catch.
Yeah,
So
I'm good with that.
teams have to respect that. They gotta come toward the line of scrimmage. That's what we want. We want Tet and Coker on the outside with corners close to them because they're gonna beat that coverage. They're definitely gonna
Okay.
beat them. We like our chances there.
Okay, I mean XL can do the exact same thing. He can
No, he
beat
can't.
people
Yeah,
up.
sure, he
No, the
can
fuck he
too.
can't.
Hopefully, he
Yeah,
can.
Let's not have the XL
yeah, he
versus
can.
Coker
Yeah,
discussion right now. Let's not get into that. I
Yeah,
will.
but XL, but he's just another guy as well on the outside who
Okay,
can do that.
yeah.
okay,
Just
That's the
another
only
guy,
place
another big
XL
body
needs to
guy on the
be.
outside who provides
Is
that
running.
dynamic.
All he need
okay.
to be doing is running his long routes, and he don't need to be doing anything within 10 yards, bro.
My
You
thing
still
is
gotta
like
give him. Give
With
him hope.
Sadiq, it's kind of crazy because like you can come out in 3 wide receiver sets with 2 running backs in the backfield, right? You could run Chuba and Brooks in the backfield, right? And you could have Sadiq on the outside and Tet in the slot and just start fucking with defenses mentally. You know what I mean? Like have
That's
Sadiq on the outside with a corner on him,
well.
big
That's if
body, and
he can.
then you throw Tet in the slot to like, and
Yeah,
defense will be like, what the hell?
Let it
yeah.
work.
Yeah, but that's if Sadiq can be productive by doing that, and that's if Brad Izzy can make up a play,
You could throw him outside.
can make plays for him to be successful.
You could
And,
throw him outside. I've seen him in the slot too, especially at
I've,
Oregon. They put
I've
him
seen,
plenty of times in the slot.
yeah. I've seen that, but I also seen where Sadiq got shut down too as well. So
I
I've seen
mean,
both sides.
the potential's there for sure.
What did you see Sadiq get shut down?
I mean, his
Wisconsin,
season wasn't that
one,
productive, Twan. What do you
one,
get? 600 yards?
I'm asking
one,
that. So
one can,
what team was they playing?
Wisconsin, one game for 6 yards, one catch for 6 yards. Come on now.
Let me go
I
see
mean,
how many targets he had.
go ahead. Go ahead. I put it all in the
I'm
Discord.
not gonna come up here with that bullshit, bro.
Bro, I put it in the Discord. Go in the Discord. I put it all in Discord.
Texas
It's
Tech
all
in the
there.
playoff game, he had 4 catches for 22 yards. Against Penn State, he had 6 catches for 49 yards. Indiana, 2 catches for 21 yards. I mean, his best game was a game against Minnesota, 8 catches for 96.
I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. When it comes to this whole Sadiq thing, I can get called a hater. I don't care. I feel like of the top 3 tight ends, Eli Stowers is probably going to be the most productive
I ain't
tight
mad
end
at
in the
him either.
NFL.
I agree with that.
I'm just being fully honest with the level of production that Stowers has had. I feel like he's probably going to be the better tight end in the NFL.
Yep.
Nothing against Sadiq. They are 2 different types of tight ends, in my opinion, but I just feel like Eli Stowers is probably going to be the better tight end in the NFL.
But Eli
when it's all
Stowers
said
is
and
just
done.
a tight end.
A productive
so is
tight end.
Sadiq, isn't he?
No.
Yes.
What else?
Yes.
What else has Sadiq done? Does he do what? Does he play fullback too, or
He's
something that I don't know about?
He's ran plays out of the backfield, jet sweeps. He's played wide receiver as well as tight end.
Okay.
Well, damn near. I hate to say it. Almost.
I just named. You just asked me. I just named 3 things that he played. So don't argue when I name it.
I'm not arguing.
Okay, so he's a
because
runner.
He's done jet sweeps. That's what makes him prolific.
Because he's effective at it.
So he's a running back now. So he's a running back and a tight end in a tight end's body. That's basically what you're saying.
I said he ran. I said they ran plays where they ran the ball with him and they ran jet sweeps in it.
So he played running back as well.
You don't have to be a running back to get a jet sweep edge.
Right.
He's saying that they motioned him and they snapped and
So
he
he's
came across.
Jimmy Horn doing jet
That's why I got
sweeps,
quiet. That's why I wasn't answering.
We had Jimmy Horn doing jet sweeps last
running
year.
back
So
as a tight end as well.
well, it's not. He didn't Tyler Warren anything. That's not what he's saying. I get what Twan is saying, but I'm trying to figure out.
Twan, you make it sound like he was Tyler Warren.
I am trying to figure out. And maybe it's just me, and I'm just not all hype about Sadiq like how a lot of people are. Where is the hype coming from? What is it about him?
It's because he can jump over people like a track star. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not why.
That's exactly the reason why.
That's the last thing that comes to my mind, Ed. So thank God.
That's the first thing that comes to my head.
I'm just trying to figure it out because throughout his entire college career, what were his stats? Like, were they really? Because the last time I looked, he didn't even have 1,000 yards total for his entire college career. So
look at the receivers that was on the team. Shit.
I mean, okay, fair,
Okay.
but
All right.
but
So look, check
hyping
this
him
out.
up to, but so why does he deserve to be going in the first round? Maybe that's what I need to be asking. Why? Other than the fact that he's the best tight end of this class, which that is not
Okay,
well,
I'll give
that's
you.
about to
I'll,
It's
say.
not a high
okay.
bar. I feel you,
That's about to
AC.
say
It's not a
that's
high
what I'm trying
bar.
to say. It's like it's not a high enough bar because I mean, hell, the best
This
center in
isn't
this
Tyler
Athleticism.
draft,
Warren and
the
Colston.
best
Like if this is best way to put it, AC. If Sadiq came out in last year's draft,
oh,
he
he'd
would
be
have been
going
the
in the
third
third
tight end. He
round
would have been the third.
probably.
Oh,
No, he would have been the third. No, no, no. I don't know about
He
third
would have
round, but
been
he
in
would have
the damn
oh
definitely.
third
no,
round.
Warren and
definitely
Loveland
be a
would have been
third round.
drafted before him. Still, he would have
Oh
been
well,
the third
yeah.
tight end taken.
And he might not have even been the third, but I get your. That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
this the when the cream of the crop of your tight ends is not that impressive, and that is I don't know. I guess it's because I've seen his tape.
I'm just gonna all I can show you is the highlights of what he did well, and then you can
Well, and
conclude
I've
it
and I've and
from
I've
what
seen
you
this.
see.
So, but go ahead. I've seen this. So
From
go
what you
ahead.
see, just tell me what you see that he did that you liked. Because I know I can narrate the hell out of this shit.
Okay, besides the celebrations, okay, what can you do?
Well, that's what I said earlier. He could go vertical and high point the ball.
Yeah, he reached out, got past the defender, reached out to get that grab. That's two things in one right there.
That's one thing, but okay.
Fed motherfuckers all to him. That's Yak right there. He's strong as hell. Great route runner. Knows how to high point the ball. Refuses to go down.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
I see your point. But again,
Okay. Saunders did the exact same thing in Texas.
But we're talking about Sadiq. We're not comparing. We're only talking about him right now.
I'm about to say Jatavian Sanders highlights look just as good coming out of college.
Mm-hmm.
And he had more yards
and more catches.
That's
His
a
highlights
screen
were
right
just
there.
as good coming out of college.
There it is. There it is. There it is. That's the hype right there. That's the hype. That jump in the middle.
We
That's
see
the
people
hype.
do that all the time.
I
Tommy
mean, he
Tremble
is a
does that.
great. One thing for certain, he is a great fucking blocker. He is a great blocker.
So
He'll
his
block the shit out of a
athleticism-
linebacker.
His athleticism score, I know, is high, but again, and again, this is where
the guy leaked out. Look, gave his body up to catch that shit right there. That's some
that's a great
Smitty shit
catch.
right there.
I see it. This is not me saying I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing
No,
it.
I'm not. Hey, look, Claire, when I'm showing this, let me make something perfectly clear too. I think it's great that Claire ain't got to be big up on him. I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to say, Claire, what do you? I wish Claire didn't have to feel like people was going to call her a hater. People like who they
because
like.
people have been people have
that's
been
what I'm
doing it the
saying,
whole
but
time.
let me defend you on this. People like who they like, and when somebody likes somebody that you don't like, don't mean that you ain't like you talking about some hater shit when they do that shit or whatever. That's crazy, man. Everybody not gonna like who other people like. It doesn't make them no hater because they don't want somebody that you want. And that's too
Well,
many
to me,
of
it's not
our
that I
fans.
don't want him. I'm trying to rationalize.
No.
taking
That's
him
too
at
many of
19.
our fans. Like if Claire don't
Oh,
want
I see
who
what you're
I
saying.
want, then she a hater. She ain't gotta like. She may see the guy that you
Hey,
like differently.
hey, Twan. I know I ain't see you have a mock pulled up before, Twan.
I'm pulling it back up.
Let's get it.
Hey, look, man, if he could jump over motherfucker, that's on him. Man. I don't see him going nowhere after he do it.
The potential's there, and we do need an upgrade at the
Look
tight
at that
end.
blocking, bro.
He's the ideal pick if he's there at 19.
No,
I mean,
he is, and that's why I'm saying. That's
I mean,
why I'm
Trick
saying
can
when it
block
comes to
too.
Sadiq, I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. I'm
so
not going
when
to
I say-
celebrate to high heaven when we take him, but I mean, I'm also not going to be upset if he's not there.
I'll be
I'm just
happy
kind of indifferent.
if he's there at 19 and we take him. I'll be happy. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? You know who I see.
There's some things he could work on, but coaching will
Let me explain
prevail.
to you. Let me explain to you who I see when I see him. I just wanted to see if y'all agree with me. I'm really testing Nick Tri-State though, but if he can stay healthy, he
Unky
looks to me
Bunky in the
like
chat.
he looks to me like what Debo Samuels wanted to be for his career.
Huh?
He could do
I
a
don't know
lot of
about that.
things.
Honestly, bro,
Nah.
I brought up Njoku earlier. I see Njoku in him. I
Yeah.
see him as an Njoku.
Yeah.
I'm here's
A
my
slightly
thing.
better version.
And
Slightly
maybe
better.
and maybe this is and maybe
Slightly
this is
better.
my issue. So here's my issue. And it's because there's this big, I guess you could call it like a little gray cloud hovering over this coaching staff when it comes to the tight end usage. Our tight end usage has been historically low as a team. And I'm even talking about prior to Canales. When we had Frank Reich here, it was the same way. When we had Matt Rule here, it was the same way. We have just had historically poor usage of tight ends over the last 7+ years, going on 10 years now.
I've named it. I've said that every year. I said our
No, I
usage
know,
of the
but
tight end is
my
crazy.
thing is like, and this is where, and this is where, maybe this is where my thing with Sadiq is kind of coming from, with him being what people are wanting us to take. And I don't think it's so much him as much as it is, if he's your conviction guy, if that's who you want. I'm not talking to you, Twan. I'm talking about like the Panthers, if this is their conviction guy and they're just not saying, but if that is who they are targeting, my question to them is if that is true, are you actually going to be implementing the tight end more because you feel like you now have a guy who can do it? Or are we just going to see another trend of we're going to get a tight end at some level in the draft, and this time it would be in the first round, and you're still not going to use him correctly? That's where I'm kind of at this point where it comes to tight ends. It's like, are we a team that should be spending a first round pick on a tight end?
Well, see, I mean, the only way I rebuttal you on that is this. The only way I rebuttal you on that is this. So, when was the last time we drafted a tight end in the first round?
Never.
I don't know if we ever have.
We've never done that.
But but even then, that
but
goes
if we
to show,
did,
I
but
guess.
what I'm saying is, if we did, if they would actually go with a tight end, they're not gonna go get a tight end in the first round that they're not gonna use properly. That would be dumb.
And you would like to
No,
think
you're
so.
gonna if you draft someone like Sadiq at 19, you're going to draw up plays for him. You're going to find ways to utilize him. You're going to find ways to create mismatches with him.
Okay.
Well, that's what. Well, here's the thing. And as much as that, as lovely as that all sounds, I don't know if I'm going by what I've been shown only. Okay. I don't know if we are the team that is going to be doing that. And if we
said we don't need a tight end.
Well,
and also,
everybody's got their opinion. I'm not saying we don't either. I just don't know if we are a team with how we run this offense, and that's kind of where I'm at on this. I'm on this parallel where it's like, are we a team that just doesn't have the tight end, but we've got the plays, or are we a team that we just don't have the plays, and if we get a tight end, we think that because if we get someone who is athletic enough or does all these things enough, then it will overshadow the fact that we do not have anything in the drawing board for how we would want to run something with a tight end on there who would be. I mean, if you're drafting someone at 19, this kid, I am hoping this kid is going to be utilized like you would a Greg Olsen, or like how the Raiders have used Brock Bowers, you name it. So I mean, it's like that's kind of where I'm thinking it, or how a lot of these teams have used their tight ends in the past, like how the Eagles have used Dallas Goedert, how the Chiefs have used Travis Kelce, exactly how Detroit has used Sam Laporta. So I mean, that is what I am thinking is going to happen if you are going to do this. But I guess it's one of those it remains to be seen deals, which is fine. But it's just I just don't want us to spend a pick on a tight end if we know going into it we are not a team that's going to utilize that position the way it would be utilized on a lot of teams, and how they are literally creating a tight end to be more of like a true receiving option and not just a versatile player that can block and also be a top, not be a top receiver, but also be a receiver half the time. So that's where I don't know. I just don't
And
know.
they're gonna get the
It just seems like
opportunities.
it would just seem like it would just be such a weird move in a way for me, for us to get a
And
tight end, just because of what we've seen throughout our history over the last 10 years with different coaches and tight end usage. So
in case people are saying, what running all these plays where he's running running back out the backfield that's coming up now.
Oh, where he's doing the jet sweep stuff.
This wasn't no jet sweep, but
Oh, okay. Well, I was pseudo paying attention to what was. Who do y'all want at 19?
Okay. And plus,
that's a very good question.
and plus, not only that, is he going to get the opportunity to make those plays? Like, is Bryce Young going to give him the opportunity to make?
I'm not even looking at Bryce Young. It's play calling. What are they going to call?
Well, it's a dependent position. He's going to have to depend on the quarterback to give him the shot.
Anytime the ball is in the quarterback's hands and it is doing more than just passing it off to a running back, yes, it is a very dependent position. I understand this. So
like I said, with the athleticism of Sadiq and everything, is he going to get the opportunities that he's going to use? Is he going to get the opportunities that he's going to need to show that he can be?
100 different ways, and it will not matter. I do not know. I don't know. This team is notorious for not utilizing tight ends that way.
Hey, this is a perfect time to Twan. This is a perfect time to segue into this mock, bro. Let's see how the board falls. Because if Sadiq's on the board, we're gonna have some combos.
He probably will be on the board. There's been times where now I would say this, but there's also been times where I've ran a mock draft and he's already gone, and he's gone to the Ravens or the Vikings, or he's gone to Tampa Bay. So
Same thing. I've seen those mock drafts too. I've also seen mock drafts where he
would it surprise anyone? We just heard the Chiefs GM just come out and say they're gonna shock what they're gonna do at 9. To me, that all signs point to them taking Sadiq at 9, bro.
And they could. And that's another team because of Kelsey.
All signs.
After this year, I'm assuming.
Baltimore.
I've also got the Chiefs as a team that could potentially take a Jeremiah Love too. So
we got 40 people on Twitch.
He won't be there.
We got 43 people on X.
You heard what the
we got 21 people on YouTube. And the YouTube crowd is they're not out. You know what I'm saying? They waiting for this draft for some reason, man.
The Browns the Browns GM just said word around the league is that he's not even going to be there at 6 for them to take. And Washington's basically saying if he's there at 7, that's him falling into their lap. They're going to take him.
Well, and if that happens, it happens.
That's the case. Yeah, can't get mad at it.
Ain't nobody look. All that shit to me is smoke screen though. Nobody's gonna tell you.
Jeremiah Love will be a top 5 pick, bro.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he
will be a top 5 pick.
Yeah, of course he will.
I mean, he's going to. I believe he's going to Tennessee.
If you ask me, I'm gonna be honest. If you ask me, top to bottom,
I don't think he falls past the Giants, bro.
If you ask me who's the top to bottom
best player
in this
he's
draft,
the best player in the draft for sure.
It's him.
It's him.
It's Jeremiah Love.
Facts.
He's the best player in this damn draft.
Actually, yeah, he is. He is the best player
easily.
Mock draft wise, yeah, he is.
I'm talking about period.
No, I've seen.
But that boy's gonna get. He gonna get 1,100 in his first season.
I don't know about 1,100. It just depends on where he goes.
Watch.
I mean, they were saying that about fucking Ashley Genty.
That's a grown man back there.
I get it.
But look, they couldn't get Edge, right? He act like he ain't never seen rookie.
Edge.
He acting like he ain't never seen rookie wide receivers get 1,000 yards like every year.
I have seen rookie receivers get 1,000 yards. I've also seen rookie
he won't get it.
Why do I think he won't get it? I never say he won't get it. I never said he won't. I didn't say that. I said we got to see where he goes.
I said he gonna get 1,100 easily. It didn't matter where he
I don't know. I don't know about 11. I don't know about 1,100. It just depends on what team he goes to.
All right.
I mean, he's going to a bad team. We all know that. It just depends on how
Not
that bad team.
necessarily.
Okay, so who's not a bad team? So you're saying Tennessee's not a bad team?
It depends. Well, it depends on who Tennessee or the other
Johnson not a
team
bad
Tennessee's gonna
team?
get. More likely he going to Tennessee, but
Okay
Start the
then.
draft, Juan. Let's get it.
Just
I'm in
depends on how you
mock draft
feel about
mode. Let's get it.
who want to do
I
this
know what
draft
this.
first?
I know what us for. We could
Oh,
do. We could cook
we're doing
something.
this. We're doing this
Yeah,
for everybody. Oh, we're doing it that way. Okay.
Oh,
ladies
or does
first.
everyone get their own?
Yeah,
I
ladies first.
guess.
Clear first.
Ladies
Oh,
first.
okay. Hold on. Let me
Always for sure. Let me zoom in.
make the
Go
Let's
ahead,
get
screen
it. I
bigger.
can zoom
pull
in.
your notes out. Pull your notes out.
I don't even need my notes.
Oh, you want me to just go ahead and start? All right.
Yeah, I said I don't need my notes.
Oh,
Okay, so
Twan,
let
you're
me
gonna have
start.
to. You gotta speed that up for next time,
Nah,
bro.
man. Yeah, when it's your turn,
That's
I
gonna
want to see
take
where everybody's going.
forever.
Wow,
You're doing
Camden
all
went in the
7
top
rounds?
10. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know how to speed it up.
Oh, look, Sadiq went to the Rams. That's nuts.
Oof.
Oh, I could be that person. Do I want to be that person? I might be
Yeah,
that person.
he's right there.
You over here talking about Jordan Tyson. That is not at all who I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's not who I'm talking about.
Don't do it, please, God. Don't
No,
do it.
the person you
Please,
talking
God,
about
don't
though,
do
you're
it.
talking about Akeem Messidor.
Nope. I mean, he is someone who I have entertained at that pick, but why are you over there whimpering about, Nick? Just go home. Please don't. Please don't. What?
Please don't say his name.
Oh my god. What? I
Please
don't know
don't
who it
say.
is. I'm just gonna
Oh, I
say the
know who
name.
it is. She's talking about Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
What?
She's picked him before.
Do love Emmanuel McNeil Warren. That
Huh?
is, he's a fantastic safety. Why
He
wouldn't
is, but he's redundant to
you?
Morig.
The
Oh
only thing
my
that
lord.
look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing that because I think he's an outstanding safety. But
I
like,
thought you were gonna say
man,
Keldrick Falk. McNeil
Oh
the
Warren,
heck
I'll
thing
no.
take.
I am
is,
not a big Keldrick Falk fan. No.
Okay, thank God. Whew.
No.
the
Go
thing
ahead.
with
What were you gonna say, Twan?
the thing with EMW, man, it goes back against the level of competition that he played against in college,
But
bro.
Twan, all these DBs that
Fine.
have come out of Toledo have been
Yeah,
fire over the last several
exactly.
years.
Toledo
Man, take
produces good
Emmanuel.
DBs.
I've taken him a
Yeah,
lot. Just take him.
you
I
could take
love Emmanuel McNeil
EMW,
Warren.
bro. EMW, nice. He
I
could play
know. I know
center
so many people are
field.
like, oh, Jordan Tyson.
He could play center field. You could have him play that free safety role.
Let me speed this up some.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can speed this up. I don't need it to be slow. It's all good. If either the person I want is
That'll
there or they're
take
not.
forever.
If Ty Simpson lasts that
There's
long,
Eli Stowers.
that's exactly where I was about to go. Nick, Nick, go ahead and take Eli right there, Twan.
That's a good pick. I like this. I like this.
I'm doing this. I don't want to do any trading. It's just I just want it just straight down the.
We're not doing any trading on this one.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like
Nobody, not even Nick. You
Oh,
just got to pick them
Anthony
straight up.
Hill.
Yep, that's where I
What?
was about to go next. Anthony Hill. Go ahead, take him.
Woof. Woof. What do you mean no trades?
We ain't doing no trades in this.
Come on, bro. We have to listen.
We got
Listen,
all
hold
next
on,
week to do the trades, bro.
Twan, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hear me out on this. Let me land the plane. As fans, I feel like it's our obligation to try and see how many different options there are out there.
But look, let's be honest with
So
each
we
other.
can identify as fans like, this trade kind of makes sense.
But
This trade kind of makes sense.
PFF is not reality though. So
I mean, obviously, but that's the
to some
point of the
people,
game. Like that's the
it's
point.
reality.
That's the point of the simulator. That's
all right,
why it's
let's go,
called a
man.
mock draft simulator.
It's on
Okay,
clear.
go ahead and take Takario Davis. That dude is 6'4". It's a tall corner.
He's wiredy.
He's what?
He's wiredy.
Yes.
Back to back right here.
Do they have? Oh, why does this look different than what I'm used to? Hold up. Now I'm thrown off. Okay, can you? Yeah. Okay, that's not what I thought. I can tell people have fallen and moved up because I'm not used to these people being here
Yeah.
at these picks for whatever reason.
Diego Pounds is right there.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. There was someone else. Has Dante Corleone already been picked?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
has. And I'm assuming Citrus has already been picked, right?
Yeah.
Citrus thing on.
Big Orange.
Just yes, Big
He was
Orange.
going
Yeah,
on
he's
third.
gone.
He was
No,
going
he's
on.
gone. This is the 5th round. He was going by the
Yeah, I know.
3rd.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little weird.
What'd you say, Nick?
Go.
He said he at the crib celebrating already.
So okay, so go ahead and take. I mean, they're gonna be there. They're not gonna move. So take Jaden Ott first, and then Diego Pounds. Pounds.
All right.
Yeah.
I went
Jaden
to
Ott.
school. Fun fact: I went to school with a kid named Max Llewellyn.
Really?
It's a lot of Llewellyns up north.
Yep.
That's a
Jaden
fact.
Ott, right there.
Jaden Ott.
Halfback. Jaden Ott, and then take Pounds.
All right. I think you got one more.
Yeah.
Great pick on the tackle.
Oh, Heidenreich. Oh well, I've already got a guy there. You know what?
I know you're not about to double dip and tight end with Gillen Boy.
No. Go ahead and take Coogan.
Yeah, I was about to say Pat Coogan right there. That's a great pick.
Yeah,
That's a
take
great
Coogan.
value
Well, look,
pick.
I'm gonna tell you right now, but that I know you got somebody early, but Eli Heidenreich out of Navy. Monster.
I told you, I love Heidenreich. Yeah, he can play fullback and he can play. He's labeled as a fullback, but he's a half or halfback, whatever, running back.
They the same thing.
But no, Eli Heidenreich. He's like to me, he's a little CMC-ish. He's a little CMC-ish.
He's stocky.
He's stocky. He's a little CMC-ish. I like him. Little Mr. Eli Heidenreich. He did great at the combine.
See what it looked like on paper. Forget the score. That's not bad.
No.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I'll be mad at that first pick. That's it.
Why? Because I didn't get Jordan Tyson?
Coogan with an A, that's fire.
Yeah. I mean, I want everybody to critique the draft. I like everything you did except the safety. I'd have took Jordan.
I know.
And when you took Pat Coogan, I would have taken. Nah, you already took a running back. So
yeah, I took Jaden Ott. I actually don't mind. Jaden Ott, I think that would be a great if we could get him in the 5th. I don't know what we're gonna do with like the whole running back situation because of Brooks. They may not even take a running back at all in this draft, but I like Jaden Ott right there at that pick. So
that's it. That's all. Just the first round is all. I mean, I thought everything was good.
And I love the Takario Davis, man. Oh my God, he
all right,
is tall. God, he's tall.
Nick,
let me run this real quick. Yeah, let me run this real quick.
What you give Claire on the on this?
I'll give it a solid B.
I mean, that's fair.
I
didn't trade or anything.
I'm giving you an A-. I like that. Edge.
A B+.
I give the Stowers an A pick. I give the Tack Davis like a B+ A-. That Anthony Hill for value, that's like a B+ A- pick. But Jaden, I mean, I'm not big on taking Odd at 5th in the 5th. I'm not big on taking a running. Yeah. That's
And like
just
I said,
that's different views.
Just because
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do when it comes to Brooks and that whole situation.
That's still a
Chuba's their guy, I think. But for now.
Jaden Ott would obviously not be coming in to try to. I mean, he could try to take over Chuba's job. But I mean, what I'm saying is I took him in the 5th with the idea of whoever that's going to be is going to be someone who would potentially take over that role if something happens to Brooks or if they move off of him or if they trade him or if he gets hurt again. There's someone there.
Nick, I'm gonna let you go last, bro.
So
okay,
I'm gonna let you do your trades and all that. I'm gonna go ahead and knock mine out. I'm gonna knock mine out real quick because I'm gonna be quick.
Bet.
All right. Right. Yeah. If anybody needs this, let me know. I'll send you like my password and shit. If you want to use it on the show, something like that.
Gotcha.
Or at home just to play around with it. Let me see. I think I'm gonna still do what I was gonna do though, man. I'm gonna enter the draft, so I'm gonna do one. Okay, so I gotta do this. I gotta do this again. So listen. That way I think I get everything I need. What is it? Charges? Yeah. I get him my 19. The 22. My 83. I want Quentin Johnson.
Oh, you doing this? You said no trades. I bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
Say
do it. So
less.
this is the only one I'm gonna
I
do though.
bet. I'm gonna get freaky with it. Watch.
I'm gonna give
Y'all
him
gonna
my
peep y'all
119.
gonna peep the vision.
Shit. Take this off. Tim Johnson. Fuck that shit. Force it. Oh, look, did it take it? Nah. Hold on. I gotta restart. They played me. They said they was gonna take it. I would do it with Pittsburgh, but they ain't got shit. Did I cut you all off?
Nope. Just waiting on you to, or just watching you do your stuff.
I'm good. I'm in the QT right now.
All right. So far. Okay, I got him. Damn. That motherfucker must be gone already. Who took him? Anybody see where he went?
Who? Sadiq?
Yeah. Damn, he got taken 10th.
Bengals took him at 10.
Well, there you go. Take it, Jordan Tyson. All right.
That's a fire pick, Twan.
Yeah. That's my two receivers right there. Coker might not make this team.
Hey, listen, Tet and Tyson, I could rock with that.
Come on, bro.
So
And
I'm not even gonna lie. If we didn't have the running back room we did, I would have told you to take Jadarian Price right here. I can't even believe he's on the board still. Jadarian Price is a great running back.
Yeah, this is a good running back. I like him.
Even with being with Jeremiah Love, that kid still had good production. That's crazy. Oh, you thought he was gonna be there? No.
no, I'm saying I'm wondering if the guy I want is gonna be there if I pick again. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna go here. All right. I know he should be here, so I'm gonna get what I want. Yep. Take his citrus. Linebacker. Atlanta's bitch ass motherfucker. I didn't take him. I don't know why. I didn't even touch the screen. I didn't even touch the screen, man. Who I got? I don't even know who this is, yo. Who is that?
Oh, you got me. I don't know who the hell that
What
guy
are you
is.
talking about, Twan?
Like,
Le'Veon Moss?
the computer
Oh,
just
Caleb Orr.
Caleb Alarms or whatever his name is.
Caleb Orr from TCU.
Yeah,
Linebacker.
I wasn't even touching the screen. It just took him.
Damn, that's crazy. But he's a
There's no way I
beast.
could take this dude off.
Nah.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep going.
He's tough. We've been connected to him. We've been linked to him.
For real? I haven't seen
Yeah.
nothing linking to him.
Yeah, type in Panthers in his name.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that when I get to the crib. I'll do that then.
Can't let him do me like that.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, good thing it's quick, right? As long as you got the
Yeah, I'm
simulation
just gonna
crashed,
go with the same people.
you get right back. Watch Tyson not beat it this time. You about to be vexed. You better not start a new one if
He won
Tyson
there
ain't
last
there.
time.
You better not start a new one.
Oh, hey, AC. You might want to look up your boy Jay Uso. He got into some shit. He got to some shit tonight.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say that someone said some dumb shit and he had to show somebody what was really good.
I'll look. I'll figure it out.
They really fucking with me now. They just took my people, bro. You know what though? I'm taking Concession, man.
AJ Hawk. Hey, the one thing they've been saying about him, Twan, about Big Citrus, is that he they look at him like a freaking fortress. He's like a freaking fortress, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's like an immovable fortress. Like you're not moving him at all.
If you go to his Instagram, he out there like he cutting weight too, bro.
Which is good.
He getting physically stronger as opposed to they don't care if you flabby in college.
True. But I do understand why he want to cut because freaking that was Tre'Davious Sweat that was his problem was cutting weight, but he finally cut weight and now he's rocking and rolling now. Yeah, Michael Trigg, that's a good ass tight end right there too from Baylor. That dude can play.
I can get him later.
Oh, is this your double pick?
Yeah.
I mean, you can always get another linebacker. Always get another safety too.
I don't like these linebackers, bro.
Shit, you can always look at the quarterback.
I like Contavious Hutchinson, but he's just too far. That last pick fucked all my shit up. I'm just gonna go best available at this point. Pat Coogan is a center, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good center too. That Indiana line this year was something else.
That was a great center right there.
I'm here to tell y'all right now. I know Fernando Mendoza is great, but if he didn't have that line,
oh yeah,
yeah,
that'd be a totally different story. He would be like how he was at Cal before he went to Indiana, taking a shit ton of sacks for no reason. But no, that Indiana line was great.
This is not how my draft's supposed to look, but sometimes when they take one of your people, it'll draft you back. So that's me right there. Break it down, Claire.
Explain the Jamari Taylor pick from Virginia. Explain that.
That motherfucker's a beast. The only reason why he's going, I'm telling you, the reason why he's going that low is because I told you he transferred from Central to Virginia. But do you see how many yards he ran for in Virginia?
No. I have not.
He shitted on my Florida State Seminoles.
That's the game I probably didn't watch because I was too busy watching Texas.
Hey, Nick, that's me right there.
Yo, what'd you get for Cade Klubnik?
I rock with this draft heavy. I'm just not big on the running back, taking a running back.
Man, Jameer, look, I'm telling you, y'all see. I guarantee you, look, I've never even looked at his highlights, but I know that half his highlights is going to be North Carolina Central University, my alma mater. It was one of my alma maters, man. So shout out to North Carolina Central, the Eagles, the mighty Eagles, man. Shout out to them. All right. Who's next? Who won it next?
Hey, Nick can go ahead and go. I'm on the road.
All right. Well, then you're not going at all then.
It's fine by me.
Ain't causing no accidents. Clay, you still with us? So y'all bumped out on my draft, huh? Okay.
I'll give your draft. I'll give you draft.
But Nicky Claire was gone. I said just shut this shit down.
I give yours about a BB plus.
I give you about a.
You didn't even watch the draft. You was gone.
You took KC, Dominique Orange, Zaki Wheatley.
Yeah, I can remember a straight line too. Hey, let's go, man.
I bet you could start it. You have any trade offers?
Probably got like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, you could start the draft, fine.
All right. David, just before the Panthers. It's
What
like
trade
everybody,
offers are
a
there?
lot of people that we fuck with, they taking them right before us.
Who are the trade offers?
Right. Buffalo.
Who's the other one? No, the other team.
Tennessee Titans.
That's all the way into the second?
Yep.
Oh man.
Damn. Well, they are trying to rebuild that fucking. They are trying to rebuild that damn team. Though.
You know what? Do 26. Do 19 for 26 in their second next year. Try it. Fuck it. I like it.
Nice.
Right. What are you doing for this year? I mean, you just gave away
Yeah, it's
some.
all right. Let it rock. I got an idea. There's a method to my madness.
Oh, you're gonna give that back away later. Let's go.
Oh man, where'd Omar Cooper go? Fuck.
He went to the Eagles.
Coño. Coño. Well, that messed up. All right, well then we're going backup play.
That's what happened to me, bro. That's what
Scroll
happened
down,
to me.
scroll down, scroll down. It's all right. We'll make the best of it. Who else is there available?
Taylor.
The best player available to me is
He's at the. Hold on. Scroll up. Scroll back up. Scroll back up. Go up the trades again. Hold up. All right, do 29 and 40 for 26. Let me see what that looks like.
You know they're gonna tell
Zoom
you to
out.
do that, right?
All right,
Would
hold
not
on,
be-
hold on, hold on. We can work with this. Hold on. Give him 83.
They're still telling you to go to hell.
All right, give him that Buffalo second we just got.
It might take that one.
Hold on. Ask for 74. Nope. All right, take 109 then. We're going to scheme something out of him. Take out 74 and take 109. There we
All right.
go. Take that. All right. Now we take Caleb Banks.
All right.
Jacob Rodriguez.
Okay, I see you, Nick.
Give me 1 second.
It's literally Halsey or Stowers.
I say Star Wars, man. I mean that's production. But I also understand why you would
But
say
then I look
Halsey.
at Halsey and I'm like, if I go Banks, then Rodriguez and Halsey, it's like the defense is kind of like split.
Yeah, because you got Rodriguez.
Then Stowers provides immediate injection into the tight end room. Like,
yeah,
we
he
got to go
does.
Stowers. We got to go Stowers.
Yeah, he does because think about it.
It's a deep
Mitchell
safety draft.
Exactly, and freaking Tommy Trimble. Tommy Trimble could be used as trade collateral for that part. For that part, Mitchell Evans could still be there as a production piece.
Yeah, we'll take Stowers. I could maybe Genesis Smith could be there at 83.
Princess.
Take Markel Bell, tackle out of Miami. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Got another
Yes, sir.
one coming right here. Scroll down.
Wait, is Bell's the right tackle, right?
Right there. Chris McKellen. Get that nose tackle. We're linked to him too. Now this is 158, 150. All right, you got to get Capehart, Devontae Capehart, right there at the bottom. Yeah, and then go to guards / centers, interior O line. Yeah. Do you like DJ Campbell?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. Let's take him. Let's take
I
him.
love him,
We need some
but
depth on the interior.
hey, I was gonna say I would take him, but Pat Coogan from Indiana played better than him. But DJ Campbell is a mauler. DJ Campbell is a solid mauler, but
Right there,
Pat Coogan,
VJ Payne, Kansas State.
but Pat Coogan
VJ Payne cold.
is an all around offensive line, better than DJ Campbell, and I love DJ Campbell.
Let me see this. Man, I don't like it.
Bro,
like
that D line, that front seven's gonna be wicked.
What? Because you got one guy that can be a starter, two of them can be rotational.
Wicked. Good luck.
And I'm not saying
Devin Lloyd and Jacob Rodriguez are those guys are gonna be constantly eating up blocks. Those guys are gonna be flying all over the field, shooting the shit out of gaps.
And with Trevor Wallace and with Trevor Wallace, man, look, you don't have to rush Trevor Wallace back if you got Jacob Rodriguez. You can slowly integrate Trevor Wallace back in the lineup until he's fully healthy, ready to go. You got Rodriguez right there.
Shout out to MDJ. He said, what's up, Twan, Edge, Claire, Tri-State, 704s, laughing out loud.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, we about to get up out of here, bro. People ain't feeling like these like the podcast lately, man. Like they wait for next week.
Yeah, a lot of people waiting for next week, man.
It's the calm before the storm.
Everybody's numbers are down.
On Monday shit's gonna ramp up. I feel like people are gonna be putting out hella content starting Monday. Because that's gonna be the build up.
It will be.
We got 3 days and then it's the draft, and we wake up Thursday and it's the draft.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going early. I'm gonna be going early almost every day next week.
Okay.
Almost every day.
Because I know this weekend is a busy ass weekend for a lot of people. Well, not for a lot of people, but for some people, it's a big weekend right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Claire, what happened to Claire? She left.
I think she did. Yeah, she did. Private chat.
All right, man. Well, that's it for us. We about to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, y'all be easy. Have a good night.